What's going on, Caffeinated Crew? Today, we're doing something a little different. We're wrapping up 2022 just to have a few announcements, say thanks. Today, I'm joined by my lovely wife, Nancy.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. We're drinking a little bit of coffee. You want to let the people know what we're drinking?
Yeah, we've got a delicious balanced coffee. I don't remember the specific.
It's his micro lot that he did most recently. It's the Finca Santuario. It's a double anaerobic honey hybrid processed Colombian coffee.
Nice. That's super interesting.
Yes. Notes of pineapple, pear, and apricot.
That's great.
So wonderful, wonderful coffee. It was my favorite coffee that I drank in 2022, if not top 3.
Yeah, I know you said this was actually the one that was also used for the cold brew that we had for the Church of Hardcore earlier this year, which was also amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So if you didn't get to try it, we're hoping to be able to get a few more of those next year. But I guess it's all thanks to Daniel. So Daniel is a guy who actually runs all of Balance and a close friend of ours as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been super supportive for the whole podcast in many different ways. So
yes,
big shout out to Daniel.
Thank you, Danielle.
Thank you.
Next order of business.
What's that?
We will be at Montreal Madhouse.
Hell yeah.
It will be the first event that we sponsor for the year of 2023, happening February 17th and 18th at Fufun Electrice, Fufs. It's going to be put on by the Montreal Hardcore Collective, featuring artists such as Prowl, FaZe, Scaramanga, Deadbolt, just a slew. We have Harriers playing their last set.
Awesome. Yeah.
Excess is going to be a fun time. We'll be there with a booth. We will be selling cold brew. So hopefully, if you didn't get to try the cold brew at Church of Hardcore, we will have, if not the same, then a very similar blend of cold brew that we'll be slinging. So come by, say what's up, pick up a shirt, or just, give us a dap us up,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's going to be a super interesting and cool event going on. So if you are in Montreal or close to Montreal, make sure you come down and hang out with us. It's a 2-day event, right?
It's happening Friday evening, and Saturday it's like a matinee fest.
Okay, cool. And we'll also have, from the other side of Canada, Scoped Exposure. It's going to be there to film it.
Yeah, Spencer's going to film all the sets.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
So, Canadian hardcore at its finest
That's
in Montreal.
Yep.
So, let's do this shit big. Maybe it'll turn into something bigger over time, which I believe in that. I think that Eastern Canada really needs something like this. Hold Your Ground looked like a lot of fun, but Montreal represents in a different way.
Yeah.
So I think we have something to show the world what our scene is like.
And there's also, like, just within the past year, we've seen the hardcore scene grow like crazy. It's a great family. It's a lot of awesome people, a lot of great bands, like even newer bands. There's some bands on the bill that we've never heard of. So
we've never seen yet.
Exactly. No, it's going to be awesome. We'll be there. We'll have a table. And I guess also for another kind of thing that we have on the list is our actual merch. We
are launching
long sleeves.
The store. The store will be live. We're shooting for Friday, so tomorrow, the day after this is released.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how that goes, but that was our goal for the actual calendar year 2022 is to have our merch. We took it pretty slow, as in we tried our best to make sure we have good quality. We also were able to find an amazing artist to help us out with the designs. So we've got everything set up. We've got a bunch of shirts here at the house.
Yeah.
We got to set them up, make sure that everything, goes through that quality control to make sure you also have the best and coolest looking shit.
Yes. We have the short sleeve that we put out in summer of last year and sold only at Church of Hardcore. It's the Caffeinated Crew with the portafilter on the front. But then we also have our new long sleeve with the chains down the sleeves.
Hell yeah.
With the prisoner hand. Shit's sick.
Yeah. And we're also doing the giveaway. So you probably saw that posted that was today, which is Wednesday. And that giveaway will run all the way through till the first day of 2023. So January 1st, we'll make an announcement, let everybody know who won that shirt. First person to ever have the long sleeve.
Yeah.
Along with 2 delicious Balance coffee bags. So.
Wonderful, beautiful Balance coffees. So keep an eye out. Make sure that you have followed the rules to the thing. Some people have commented and not shared. Some people have commented and shared, but maybe not followed. So if you don't follow the rules, you cannot win.
I mean, we did leave it pretty easy peasy. So it's 1, 2, 3.
3 steps. Comment, share, and follow. That's all you got to do. And that shirt and those coffees could be yours.
Yep.
So make sure that you have done what you can to be a part of that. And if you are not the winner, those shirts will be available on the store, hopefully this week, but if not, within the first of the year. So make sure to check that out. Last order of business. We just wanted to take a minute to say thanks to everybody who has come on the podcast, done an episode, shared a cup of coffee, shared stories about their lives and experiences. Thanks to everybody who's come on the podcast, all of our guests. We just wanted to take a minute to analytically dissect the top 3 most listened to, so purely scientific, purely to the math, most listened to episodes of this year. So starting with number 3, we have a tie.
A tie
Between Isaac Lamb from Kubla Khan and John Parthenios from Montreal, Shutaway.
That's awesome. It's awesome to see
Aussie John.
Such a huge band like Kubla Khan. And I know they're one of your favorites as well. I mean, they are been around for a while. And then to see them right beside Shutaway, which is a newer band, I would say.
Yeah, they
from Montreal.
Started in 2021. Started 2022 they started.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, brand new then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, John is a super sweet guy. I love seeing him all around Montreal as well. So both of those episodes are great episodes, very different episodes.
Yes.
So if you haven't listened to them, make sure you go back and take a quick listen at them.
So number 2 is one that I'm very happy about. I know that you'll be happy about this. It is Gustavo from Omerta.
That is awesome.
Yes.
Gustavo, well, that was actually, I think, one of the most interesting guests that we actually like went up to. He grew up with my brother. I think y'all talked about it during the episode a little bit, but he went to the same high school I did, obviously, since we grew up in the same kind of area. So talking to him was pretty interesting. But no, I mean, apart from that, he is a super awesome guy. And the whole band of Omerta, everybody is really hardworking. They have super unique and artistic things that they're doing, not just musically, but even visually. And they've got a lot of other crazy things that even I don't understand. So definitely check them out if you haven't. They're also on tour, I think, still with Loath, or are they done with that tour?
That tour is over.
Okay, so I'm sure they'll be out. I did like 3 tours this year. They did the huge one with Knock Loose, Dying Fetus, and Terror.
Yeah.
And then they did this one with Loath. Yeah, that's right. And then they did the other one with Sea Space Cowboy. All 3 of them in 1 year.
Yeah.
That's hard working.
They came through 3 times. Them and Koyo. I've seen Koyo.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I think 3 times this year.
Well,
twice at least. But yeah. So shout out to Gus. Shout out to Omerta. I had 2 of their songs in my Spotify top 5 Wrapped this year.
That says a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So I may like Hyperviolence a bit too much.
A little too much.
So yeah, shouts out. And then number 1, top listened to episode. Like we said, this is not personal preference because I don't have favorites.
Like a little drum roll.
You know, this is number 1. It's Aaron from Jesus Peace.
That's my guy right there.
Which has been described on multiple occasions as the most chaotic episode.
It was fun though.
It was fun.
Yes.
We had baby Leo. He joined us. So we had 2 guests on that episode. Got to talk about cars and biscuits and family.
That's all you ever need.
It's so wholesome.
Yeah. Cars, biscuits, and family.
And
that's all
we're talking
everybody
about
asks
Cars
for.
the movie.
Understandable. See, that's even better.
Lightning McQueen, you know, Doc, the sheriff, and Mater, like Mater.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, wonderful episode. If you have not listened to any of those, then what are you doing? Go listen to the episodes. Yeah. So shout out to all four of those people, and to everybody that joined us on the podcast. Everybody that listened to the podcast, thank you so much, because we really do this because you guys keep listening.
Yeah, it really does drive us. Like, I mean, all episodes are amazing. And then sometimes when we'll put one out, we're like, oh my God, like, you know, this one's getting more listens than we maybe expected it. And that honestly does drive us to like keep going and keep doing what we do. And I mean, we only do it for, you know, for everybody, like for all the bands and all the people that are in the coffee industry, people that are starting off, or people who've been around for a while. We love sharing all the knowledge with everybody else. And even for us, meeting all these people, it's super inspirational as well.
Yep. It's a lot of fun. Just getting to hear all the stories, and, you know, like the highlights are one of my favorite things, because I think it does a great job of like encapsulating the theme of the episode. And we do try hard to spend as much time as we can finding those, you know, specific little blurbs or, you know, captions to put out.
Yeah, it's true. They're not random. We do try our best to, like Grayson said, just find a specific section that stood out to us, or maybe stood out to the actual guest that we have. So we try our best to make the highlights like just seem really interesting, and yeah, just highlight the guests. That's what they're for.
Yes. So in summary, be sure to check out Montreal Madhouse if you are in the Eastern Canada corridor. I will have the links for the info to that in the description of this episode, so be sure to check that out below. The store will be launching, so pay attention to the Instagram. We'll make sure to put an alert out once that is live. And thanks to everybody for being so great and amazing and supportive. You guys are the best.
Yeah. No, thank you so much. For everybody too. Listeners, guests, anybody who supported us, such as like Balance with coffee and everything. It's really cool. I love like the little community that we've created. It's really fun.
The caffeinated crew.
Yeah.
And then Oat Gang.
Oat Gang. Yeah, I know. Guys, y'all gotta stop telling us to do Oat Gang stuff. Like we'll do it. We're gonna do it.
Just give
That's
it.
2023. It's Oat Gang here.
Give it a minute. 2023 will be the year of Oat Gang.
There you go. That's it.
Snapped it. That's it. So thanks so much. That's all we have for this week. Happy New Year. Thanks for making 2022 so great, and let's look forward to what 2023 has to offer. We'll be back next week, the first week of January, with Gage from Exide. So that'll be a fun chat. See you guys next year. Do you want to help me sign off?
Let's do it, yeah.
Well, until next week, be sure to stay caffeinated and wake the fuck up!